Just a quick disclaimer, this video was recorded on July 11th, a few weeks ago, the day I met John Wesley Shipp and Grant Gustin at New Jersey NostalgiaCon. But life got in the way, life happened, and I didn't have time to edit/upload this video up until now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video means the absolute world to me. Meeting one of my childhood heroes and all that stuff. So you can really see in the video how much meeting Grant Gustin was to me. It was one of the highlights of my life, and I'm not gonna spoil for the rest of the video, but I'm gonna let the video do the talking. Enough of me yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and here we go. Yeah, yo, what's poppin', vlog? What is up? This video is gonna be a very special video to me, a very sentimental, like / emotional video for me personally, because today's the day where I get to meet the fastest man alive. And I'm not talking about Usain Bolt. I'm talking about the Flash. Yes, sir, baby. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna meet Grant Gustin. That's it. Like, I'm meeting Grant Gustin, my childhood hero, the man that I've looked up to on TV since I was this big ish, like that big, right? I'm meeting the man. I'm meeting the man. I'm meeting my goat. Goat Gustin. Thomas Grant Gustin. Thomas Goat Grant Gustin. Goat Gustin. Barry Allen himself. Sebastian Smythe on Glee. Even though I didn't watch Glee, I just watched his scenes and listened to his songs. My favorite was his Smooth Criminal cover. That was my favorite Michael Jackson song. Anyways, off track. I'm beating my goat, Grant Gustin, at NostalgiaCon in New Jersey. New Jersey's been popping up with some cons that I've been going out to lately. But this is going to be a very special video for me. I'm going to document it, bring you guys along the journey with me. Meeting Grant was one of the things I was so looking forward to in my life, to be honest. I never thought I would ever be able to meet him. But I am, and I cannot freaking wait. For those who can't tell, I am a massive Flash fan. It's because of the TV show that I became such a huge fan of the character. Like, I have my own little mini Flash museum going on right now. Got the Flash poster. This area is empty because I'm gonna move this Darth Vader piggyback out of the way. But that area that you see on the wall over here is empty because I'm gonna put something signed by Grant Gustin over there. So as you can see, I have my own little Flash stuff. A Funko Pop is missing there because that's another thing that's gonna get signed by Grant. A comic, I'm gonna get a comic book signed. It's already in my bag. The poster's already in my bag, and I have 2 photo ops with Grant, and I got an 8x10 photo signing with Grant. So it's gonna be a busy day. My outfit is already picked, ready to go for the con for tomorrow, and yeah, I can't freaking wait. I can't believe I'm meeting Grant Gustin. Words can't describe how much this means to me. Like, I started watching The Flash when I was 10, and I kind of like stopped for a little bit. Not because I didn't like it. I just I kind of forgot about it. And then a year later, it was on Netflix. So I was 11 at the time, and I just like, oh yeah, I remember watching the first episode. I remember really liking it. So I watched it again, or I watched like clips on YouTube, and it was like season 2 era, so like Zoom era. So I saw Zoom, like, who is that? What the heck? I saw like the Flash versus Zoom fight from season 2, episode 6, and that's when, like, oh, I gotta catch up on the Flash. And so I watched that, and luckily the Flash was on Netflix, so I watched it there. I was 11 at the time, and I just fell in love, and then that's where I met Grant, or where I started like looking up to Grant. I wanted to be like Barry Allen so freaking badly. Like, I remember I did a school project. I'll never forget this. I did a school project. Sorry for moving around a lot. I'm just trying to find good lighting, and it's kind of late. But I did a school project when I was, I think, 13 at the time. So like, this is when like Flash was at its peak. The fandom was at its peak. Like, bro, everything was like peak right at that moment. And I did like an assignment, like what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I literally said a CSI because Barry was a CSI. And I literally put a picture of Barry working at a crime scene in my slideshow. I remember, and I got a good grade on that. But You know, the Flash has meant so much to me and so many other people's lives that I get to meet the man that made my childhood and like really like made me want who I want to be when I like the person I kind of want to be when I'm older. I mean, I'm already at that age, but still like I'm just yapping at this point. It's late, but I am so excited for tomorrow to meet Grant. Like I can't believe I finally get to say that. You know, I've looked up to that man since I was 10, 11 years old. You know, so like to have that moment, freaking finally. You know, so I'm gonna watch one of my favorite episodes of the show, The Duet. I don't care what anyone says. I love that episode. So I'm gonna watch an episode of that. Maybe the season 1 finale, because I think that is my all-time favorite episode of the show. Is the season 1 finale, and a couple episodes of season 2 and 3, and later other episodes maybe tonight. We'll see how much I get through. I'm not gonna lie. It might be just this episode, but we'll see. This is a long intro. I'm gonna watch this on my iPad. Just put this for background. But I'll catch you guys in the next clip for tomorrow for the vlog. And let's go, baby. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. This is one of my favorite episodes. I absolutely love this episode. Sing that shit, Barry. Yes, sir. Bro, I remember when this episode came out, dude, I was spamming this song, bro. I still do to this day. I love this song. Sheesh, I mean, maybe one more episode. This episode is my favorite episode of the entire show. I love the season 1 finale. Fast Enough, season 1, episode 23, Fast Enough.
My father went to prison for her murder.
So freaking
sick. An accident made me the impossible.
Aura, that's my goat.
To the outside world, I am an ordinary forensic scientist. But secretly, I use my speed to fight crime and find others like me. And one day I'll find who killed my mother and get justice for my father. That day is today.
Yes.
Early the next morning.
Well, good morning, everybody. Today is the day. Today, I'm meeting Grant Gustin. Okay. I can't believe those words. I still can't believe those words came out of my mouth. Like, I'm just so excited. Yeah, meeting Grant Gustin today. The con opens at 11. The Jersey's not fun for me, but I do want to get pumped breakfast before we go. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready now, so I'll catch y'all in a bit.
20 minutes later.
All right, everyone. Here is the final fit. I have my Hollister baggy shorts, my Nike Dunks, my Star Labs shirt / sweatshirt. And yeah, I might have the crew neck off for a bit because we are still in summertime, but I have my Flash shirt, and the cool part, my Flash ring. Yeah. So that's the final fit. Everything is packed and ready to go. So let's go. Nostalgia Con.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. And I say, the way I breathe you in, it's the texture of your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. And I say, it's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up, yeah. And I'll be right here with with you till the end. I got my peaches out in Georgia. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You ain't sure yet, but I'm for ya. All I could want, all I could wish for. Nights alone that we miss more. The days we save as souvenirs. There's no time, I wanna make more time. I give you my whole life. Left my girl, I'm in my Yorker. Hate to leave it, call it torture. Remember when I couldn't hold her? Left the baggage for a mover.
Alright guys, we're gonna get a quick breakfast at IHOP. Alright y'all, so like I said earlier, every time I go to a con, not every time, but most of the time, every time I go to, before I go to a convention, I am going to IHOP. IHOP is fire. I didn't even tell you guys the con I was going to, but it's Nostalgia Con. You know, a bunch of guests are gonna be there. John Cena's gonna be there. Noah Schnapp, some Clone Wars stars, but obviously we all know who I'm meeting. Grant Gustin, The Flash, my GOAT. So yeah, John Wesley Shipp's also gonna be there. I don't think I'll have time to meet him, but I'll probably see him. And yeah, but the main goal for today is meeting Grant. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Bon appetit.
Your destination is on the right.
Alright, we are now in the building. Got my wristband right here. I like to light the boat just like the Flash. Gonna go through security and we're in. We are in the building. Now, the main goal, trying to find my GOAT, Grant Gustin. Now, this is cool. Over here, Nostalgia Con. It's fire. There he is right there. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Alright, I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but we are in line right now to meet Grant Gustin. I got my autograph stuff right now, and then later on today will be the photo ops. But right now we're in line. First thing of the day, meeting Grant. Let's freaking go, bro! I'm so excited.
That's all to Gian Marco. Yeah. All of them signed to Gian Marco. Perfect. I love the names, like all right. I appreciate that so much. I love the musical episodes. Oh, of course. I still listen to it. It is one of my favorites. Yeah, for season 3, did you know that you were going to start? No, until I read the script. Really? Because I never asked questions ahead of time. I just always waited until I found out.
Like this. Yeah. I mean, even if I can't even sell for $10. But thank you for being honest.
Do you live in the area? You live nearby? Cool.
I would love to be able to
I
do
bought
that.
the jacket in the ring. Oh, thanks, man. So excited for that.
I can't do it legally.
They're like producing them now. We're waiting to see like how many we needed. So now they're producing them. And then I have to sit down and sign them all, which is going to take a while. Yeah. Which is why it's going to take like 8 to 12 weeks.
We definitely want to be invited back. So, but thank you. It was a good question. I've asked the same question before too.
It's so sharp right now. Words can't describe how much it means to me and my childhood. Great to meet you. Yeah.
Yo, what the heck just happened, guys, bro? I was like too starstruck. That was the most starstruck I think I've ever been in my life, dude. That was my childhood hero right there. And I finally met him. Boys, or guys, I don't know, girls, anybody that's watching. Dude, anything, believe in the impossible. That's all I'll say, believe in the impossible. Which I hopefully am getting tattooed on my arm. But yeah, life is great, man. Life is great. Now we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the con and wait for my photo ops with Grant Gustin. I got 2 later, so we're gonna wait for them. But yeah, I'm really excited. All right, let's see what some vendors have. See what kind of cool stuff they got. Yeah, let's see. Here's some cool stuff. Some Funkos. Ooh, some Legos. Some Lego Spidey. Perfect for brand new day coming out. That's really cool. What else they got? We got an Infinity War poster right here. Charging box. Super cool. Johnny Boy, John Bernthal. Ooh, some cool Star Wars stuff over here. That's super sick. That's super cool. I like that. I like that. Some Stranger Things stuff because Noah Schnapp is here. So that's super cool. The pilot. That's cool. Love this Anakin photo. Super dope. Oh, perfect flash stuff. What they got. Yo, a pillowcase. That's kind of tough. Magnet. Stickers. Coaster. Shot glasses. The pilot. This is super cool. Harry Potter. Some cool stuff over here for Harry Potter. Super sick. Some cool Spider-Man stuff. This is Spidey. This is sick. That's cool. Alright guys, so this con is it's kind of small, which is good. I actually kind of like small cons better. It's kind of better than like big and over the top cons. So I just met John Wesley Shipp. I had him be he's the OG Flash from the 90s, Jay Garrick in the TV show for the 2014 series. So yeah, dude, he's such a nice guy, dude. He's like such a gentleman. Like, it was so cool. I'll put the picture up right here of me and John. But yeah, dude, I'll show everything that I got at the end of the video, like my little haul, because I got so much. Right now, I just have 2 more photo ops with Grant. So once I'm done with those, I'm out of here. I'll go home. So overall, this con was a success. I got to meet my hero, and yeah, we're here. Now I'm just roaming around waiting for my photo op schedule, which should be in about 45 minutes. So yeah, once I'm done with those, I'm out. But yeah, there's some really cool people here. Neville Longbottom from Harry Potter is here too. Noah Schnapp. John Cena, who is pretty much the busiest guest here. His lines are busy, bro. But yeah, I'm excited. You know, I had a great day. I met some cast members from my favorite TV show of all time. So I'm really excited. So I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, guys, we are now in line for my photo op with Grant. Changed my shirt to have the goat on. But yeah, after these photos, call it a day. I'm going home. So yeah, I'll catch you guys after the photo ops. Got my tickets. Getting ready to get my photo ops with Grant.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north.
Alright. Boy, my hair is a mess, but it's whatever. Okay. So guys, I just got home from NostalgiaCon, and I'm gonna kind of talk about my experience real quick and show you guys what I got, like a little haul. So here we go. Before I show you guys the stuff, I want to talk about my experience with NostalgiaCon. I had a great time. That was my first time ever going to NostalgiaCon, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a great time. It was super cool. So many friendly people were there. I loved the handlers for Grant, Gustin, and John Wesley Shipp. They were so nice. So shout out to them. And shout out to Grant Gustin and John Wesley Shipp. They were super kind, super dope, super chill, down to earth. It was super awesome to talk to them and just show them how much I love their show and their work and appreciate them. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I'm gonna save the big. All right, you know what? I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna do this one first, only because it's massive. So originally, I was planning to meet Grant Gustin late last year in November at Rhode Island Comic Con, but he unfortunately canceled. But that's kind of a blessing in disguise, because now I got so many other cool stuff from Grant, and I'm just really excited to share with you guys. So that was kind of a blessing in disguise. So I originally bought this poster because I had that Flash poster you see in the background, but I kind of wanted to get like the main poster for the show. So I bought this poster off Amazon, because that was for Rhode Island, but then I was like, well, I'll save it for next time Grant does a con near me, and my prayers have been answered because he did go to a con near me, and I got the main season 1 poster signed, and it has a signature, Grant Gustin, The Flash, and he wrote, "Run, Gianmarco, run," because you know in the show you always hear "Run, Barry, run," so I wanted to put something with my name on it, so "Run, Gianmarco, run." And Grant Gustin wrote that, so I absolutely love it. So this is the poster that's going to be on the background over there in the wall, so you might see that in some future videos and shorts and all that, so that's super cool. So originally I was going to bring that poster, right, because I just love that he's running and stuff like that, but I decided not to, because I asked my friends and family, and they decided that poster was better, and I kind of so happy I went with that poster, because since I love that image so much, I had to get it again. So I got that same image right here, and he wrote, "Grant Gustin, The Flash, to Gianmarco, believe in the impossible." One of my favorite quotes in the entire show. So I absolutely love this photo. OG season 1 poster, OG season 1, Barry running. So I absolutely love that. And so this one is an interesting one. It's The Flash, right? So it's a superhero. I had to get a comic book signed. Now, I've had this comic book since I was either 11 or 12. I remember buying it at a Barnes & Noble that is now shut down. As you can tell, it's kind of bent, like creased on the cover right here. You can barely see it on camera, but it's kind of like banged up a little bit, but this still holds near and dear to my heart. So I had Grant sign my comic book, my graphic novel, Grant Gustin, The Flash, to Gianmarco, right over here. Absolutely loved it. So happy he signed my comic. It's my very first comic book signed ever, so happy it was The Flash. And one of my favorite suits is the season 4 suit. I think the season 4 suit is so freaking peak. It's so tough. Luckily, there was a Funko that I had for a while of the season 4 suit, so I had Grant sign that. He wrote his signature, The Flash, to Gianmarco. And what's the cool thing is, I didn't even notice it until he was like signing, but he like made the lightning bolt yellow, underlined the Flash in yellow, and like the rest in red, which was super cool. So absolutely love the suit. I love this Funko, and it is now protected in my box, so absolutely love that. But that's not all. That's not the only Flash that was there. John Wesley Shipp was also there. Now, this one kind of caught me by surprise, only because I didn't think I was going to be able to meet John Wesley Shipp, only because the timing, and I thought there was like only cash only, but thank God there was card. So luckily, I had my card, paid it for a combo to meet John Wesley Shipp, and here is the photo I got. OG Flash, literally OG Flash, Jay Garrick, and The Flash. So Barry Allen in the 90s. So he wrote to Gianmarco, and his signature, John Wesley Shipp, with a little lightning bolt right there. So that was super cool. Now, meeting John and Grant, like I said, they were both super awesome, down-to-earth people. I got a video of me talking to Grant. I'm not going to put that on, because you can barely hear what I say. But I think I'm just going to keep that just for me. I mean, you might see like a clip or two here or there, but I'm not going to put the whole video. But I remember I was talking to Grant, because since I've watched The Flash since I was 10. I remember my dad showed me the first episode of it, and I kind of forgot about it. I mentioned it earlier in the video. I kind of forgot about it, and I really started watching when I was 11. So I looked up to Grant since I was 11 years old, really. I was still a kid, and I remember just watching it throughout my whole childhood and my teenage years, and now I'm an adult, I'm 22. So to know that I've looked up to that man and kind of grew up watching the show with him in a way, because I'm almost his age when he started the show, which is crazy to think about. But just to know I've been watching the show since, and yes, the show has its ups and downs, but it still means a lot to me, near and dear to my heart. So meeting Grant and just telling him how much I appreciate him, he was very appreciative of that. He really was. And then just talking to him, and then I asked him about Savitar, because that's something I was always wondering. I asked him, like, hey, did you know that you were going to be Savitar when you started season 3? He said no. He found that out once he read the script, which was super cool. He said he doesn't ask questions. He likes to be surprised. So that was awesome. And then I asked John Wesley Shipp, also a very, very kind man, super nice, super down to earth. I asked him, like, when you auditioned, and he kind of stopped me right there. He said, I actually did an audition for Henry. They called me to play him. I didn't know that one. I actually didn't know. So he said that the producer Greg Berlanti called him to, like, say, hey, do you want to play Henry Allen, Barry's dad, in the show? And he said yes to that. And then I asked him, oh, well, did you know from the beginning that you're also going to be Jay Garrick? He said no. They kind of like risked that in a way, because they kind of, I don't know, I don't want to misquote him. I'm just trying to remember exactly what he said, but they kind of like, not rushed him, but they kind of just put it in last minute, I would say, if I remember correctly, of him playing Jay, because the producer didn't know if he was going to be down with it. And obviously he was, because he said, bring me back in that suit. So he got back in the suit and he played Jay Garrick, and the rest was history. So yeah, that was my experience meeting Grant Gustin and John Wesley Shipp at the tables, but I had photo ops with Grant Gustin himself. So I bought 2 photo op tickets, because I kind of wanted like a nice normal me, like with Grant, like a normal picture, but I also needed a badass one with me and him running like we're about to save the city. So I already got these bad boys framed. Here's the first picture of me and Grant Gustin right here. I'll put like a HD picture right there. So I absolutely love that one. I said, hey Grant, nice to see you again. He said, hey, nice to see you. He shook your hand. He asked me for a photo. And then for the second time, he's like, all right, what do you want to do for the second one? I said, can we do us running? He said, yeah, of course. So boom, me and Grant running right there. Again, I'll put an HD picture of it right there. That photo actually surprised me of how well it turned out, because it actually looks like me and him are about to go save the city, which is super freaking sick. So I absolutely love that photo. I remember, and I saw on Grant's Instagram that it's his wife's birthday, so I said to him like, oh yeah, happy birthday to your wife. He said, thank you so much. And we shook hands, and then I was gone. And that was like, I was done. And that was my nostalgia con. I really was hit with nostalgia for this con. So that was my experience. And one more thing, actually in here, in my little binder. Now, I like tattoos a lot. I don't have any, but I think they look so freaking cool. And I've always wondered, what tattoo could I get that is cool, but also has a meaning? So, what better way to do it than have my childhood hero, Grant Gustin, write out a quote from one of my favorite TV shows, from one of my favorite superheroes. And that's exactly what it is. And Grant was so down to do it. Grant's so cool. He was so down to write the quote for me, and then his handler too, super nice guy, super down to help me with it. Because I asked him, and he said, yeah, since you got the premium, like I'll let you do it. I'll let you ask him. And Grant obviously said yes. So Grant wrote, this is his handwriting, believe in the impossible. So I'm gonna bring this to a tattoo artist, and gonna have that, boom, tattooed on my arm. Not now, because it's really hot outside, still summer, so I kind of want to wait for it to die down a bit. But in the future, I'm gonna bring this to an artist and then have Grant Gustin's writing tattooed on my arm forever. That is my GOAT. That is my hero right there. So I'm gonna have it right here forever, and with a beautiful quote for one of my favorite shows right here. So, but the picture that they picked wasn't a flash picture. It was from a movie Grant did with a dog. I forgot the name of the movie, but I remember seeing the trailer for it because it looked familiar. But yeah, it's not a flash picture. But yeah, I'm just gonna bring this to the artist and have him write Believe the Impossible. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have that in the future. Fingers crossed, hopefully. But yeah, that was my NostalgiaCon haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I showed enough footage of the con and Grant and John and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if Grant Gustin, John Wesley Shipp, or anybody at NostalgiaCon watching this video, I want to thank you guys so much for making my 11-year-old self happy. He wouldn't believe the things that a 22-year-old me did today. So thank you guys so much for everything. Truly appreciate everything. Thank you guys so freaking much. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified for future videos on the way. Thank you guys for watching, and believe in the impossible.